Hello everybody, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to my tutorial for the adorable scarf for your little poodle guy, okay? So if you made my little poodle that is on my channel, you can make this scarf, okay? Now for Truffle, I did a Santa theme scarf, so I did red and white. Of course you can do any colors you want. Alright, also check out the tutorial for the Santa hat, which is also on my channel. And you can have a hat and scarf. Now for the scarf I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm going to be doing a striped pink and purple scarf for Jewel, okay? My other poodle. Alright, so remember, just replace the pink and purple with red if you want to do the Santa scarf, that's all. Okay, I have already placed all my bands on the looms. I will explain to you how I set them up, and then I will loom along with you. Or you will loom along with me, should I say. Alright, so you do need 2 looms, or 4 rows, actually, for this, 4 columns for this project. Alright, so like I said, I'm doing a purple and pink striped scarf, okay? So, I went down all the columns, all 4 columns, doesn't matter which order. When you get to the white, you will do the same thing we did on the poodle poofs and on the hat poofs. So you take 2 white bands, wrap them around twice on your hook, take 2 white bands, pull them on, and put them on the pegs. So that is what I did for these here. Okay, so you start from the top, 2 at a time. There's always 2 bands for this tutorial on the vertical sets. Okay, so all the way down, all 4. Okay, then at the bottom here, you're going to start between these 2 and put white bands here, and here, and here. And you're going to cap off right in the corner here by wrapping a white band around, creating 3 loops around this peg. Alright, and then we are putting our horizontals on, so what I'm doing is I'm putting 2 across here, then a double looped across here, and then I'm reversing it and putting 2 here and a double looped across here, then reversing it again, putting 2 across here and a double looped across here, and I am skipping the sets in between the colors. If you're doing one solid color, you do not need to skip the sets. You can if you want to, it really doesn't matter. Alright, so once that's done, we're going to start looping this. Okay? Digging under the cap band, looping across. Okay, now we're going to grab the next set, looping that across, and the final set here. Okay, and all we're doing is just looping up columns. The scarf is very easy to make. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to be attaching more poofs to this. And this is optional. You do not have to do this. I want both sides of my scarf to be poofy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the 2 bands around, and as I loop up this guy, so let's just pretend I grab the bands and I'm about to loop up, you're just going to pull those 2 bands on, like that. Alright, and I'm going to do that just for the white part. You can do that for the whole scarf if you want. That might be cute if the whole scarf is poofy. Okay, if you end up doing a whole poofy scarf, show me pictures. I would like to see what that looks like. That poof is messed up. Grrr. Have to fix that. Hold on. Ignore me right now, I'm just fixing this. Alright. Continuing. Okay, and then I can loop up the rest of this column. Okay, and now let's do the next one. So same thing, pulling those bands on as we loop up. Oops. Keep forgetting to add the poofy thingies. It looks better if you put the poofs on both sides, but you do not have to. Again, you can just leave it on the bottom side if you want. Okay, I'm going to tie off the 4 ends by tying slip knots with any color. It does not matter the color because we will be taking them off. And then I'm going to just pull off this section. Alright, the scarf is going to be 5 parts. This is part 1. Okay. There we go, there's part 1. Now for part 2. Is just, all you're doing is just putting 2 bands at a time down the 4 columns and then putting the horizontals on the same way you put the horizontals on the other one. Okay, so this one I started with pink, then purple, then pink because I ended with purple on the first part. So I want to continue the stripe pattern. Okay, I'm just going to attach the ends. Scarf is very easy to make. It's just a lot of repetition because we need to make it nice and long. You do not want a stubby scarf. Tie off your 4 ends. Alright, that is part 2. Okay, we can take off the tying bands that are down here. Okay, that's part 2. Now part 3, I'm starting with purple, then doing pink, then purple. Okay. You can always do more than 2 color stripes on your scarf if you want to. Okay, so it's the same thing as part 2, I just reversed the colors. We're just extending the length of the scarf. Very simple. Hey guys, did you know that I'm actually a lefty? I am right now looming with my left hand because my computer mirrors the image. So this is actually my left hand. I am a lefty. Who else is a lefty out there? They say that left-hand people tend to be more right-brained and more creative, whereas the righties tend to be more, I guess, mathematical? Not really sure. But sure enough, I ended up being very artistic. Okay, pull off the time band. Okay, that's part 3. We have 2 more parts to go. So part 4 is just like part 2, pink, purple, then pink. Unless you're doing a solid color or different sets of stripes. You could also make your stripes only 2 sets instead of 4. So many ways you can do the scarves. So if you made more than one poodle, make a bunch of different style scarves. That would be cute. Okay. Tie off the ends. Okay. Take off the tying bands here. And we have one more part to do. Alright, so the last part looks like this, and I'll explain it to you. So, starting at the top, you go across with the white. Okay, again, these whites have the 2 bands wrapped twice around them like the bottom did. Okay, go here, then here, then here. Okay, and then you just go down. Okay, and then the horizontal bands are exactly the same as they were in all the other parts, except you use white here, obviously. Whatever color the stripe part is, that's the color of the horizontal band that you use. Okay? And then as we loop up the white part, get to the white part again, we want to add the more poof onto it. Okay, so let's go up this side first. Okay, we're adding more poof onto this part, so taking 2 bands, wrapping around the hook, pulling them on as we loop. Okay, let's go up this column. Okay, let's go up the 3rd column. Oops. Okay, and then I'm just going to loop over. I didn't add poofs to the bottom row on the other end, so I'm not going to add poofs to this bottom row. Okay, and then we just want to tie off with 2 bands, so just take 2 and make a slip knot at the corner here. And we should be able to take this off. And I'm going to take off the tying bands here. Alright, and then we can tuck in these loops if you want to. So we can always just bring them under some other bands, hide them in here somewhere. That's fine. Okay, alright, and then what you want to do is take your poodle, take off her collar, or his collar. Okay, and there are many ways to style a scarf. What you can do is, if you tied the headpiece down, you can stick the scarf under the headpiece, so you don't have to untie the headpiece. And you can do like a half knot thing, like the way you tie your shoes when you start tying your shoes, that thing. Okay, you could do that. That's what I did on truffle. Or you could even do, let's see, if we fold it in half, okay, then we stick this half underneath. See if this works, and then From the bottom, we stick the two ends through the loop. That's like another way to put a scarf on. So that's probably a more girly way, I don't know. Stick them through the loop. And that would be that. Okay, so it ends up looking a little shorter that way. But that is totally up to you how you want to put your scarf on. Okay, looks a little funky from the other side. Okay, but yeah, I think I like the other way. Okay, so just tying it normally. Alright, and then don't forget to make the Santa hat. She's so cute. Okay. There's your adorable poodle hat and scarf. Okay. Yay, very cute. Make sure you show me pictures on Facebook and Instagram. See the links in the description. Okay, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Bye!